Hi there. I'm going to record a few videos to show some of the processes that I go through when creating characters in Against the Darkmaster or setting new things up. And this is just the first of those. So I'm not going to be doing much editing of these, so bear with me. The first thing I'm going to do is I need to create a spell lore and its spells, its weaves, from a third-party source called the Grievous Grimoire. So what I'm going to do is take one of the existing ones. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm going to bring that up, then I'm going to open it for editing. Get at the source code, copy it, create a file over here. It's going to be, the name of the new one is going to be that. Paste this in here. It knows it's HTML. Format it. Okay, so this is what that table looks like. I'm not going to need to mess with the first row, but I am going to mess with these. And as a shameless plug for the product I was talking about, here it is, the Grievous Grimoire done by the Imaginary Turtles for the Open 100 game system. So I'm looking for spell lores and I'm looking for Ranger's Way. It's got an apostrophe, but I don't do apostrophes in these because they mess things up. So there are the things that I need to copy. So I will get to it. I'm going to do one, then I'm going to pause the video so you don't have to watch. Zero touch, 3 meter radius, 1 hour per level. Save, no. Let's just try typing this. Zero touch, 3 meter radius. One hour per level. And no. All right. Let me just check that. 3 meter radius, lowercase, 1 hour per level, all good. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point is pause the video, do the rest of them, and then we'll see what we've got. One thing I forgot to mention while we're doing this is these tables are interactive. So they need data to function. And I forgot to specify that the data table for this particular section of code or of the table is linked to that table. And I need to do that for the next one. Like that. And the next one is done. And then we're on to the third one. I'll pause again. Okay, now that I've finished that, made the references at the bottom of the table, I will just save that and then get on to the next thing. So I'm going to need to create a new one of these. Shall I do it in here? I think I will. Alright, so we'll take the copy. We'll probably have to rename it. Ranger's Way. Come in here and edit. Paste. Save. close. And that all appears to be working fine. Now, if I click anything, that's not going to work. Ah, that still says aspects of nature. Now, why is that? I bet it's because of that. Yep, there we go. Okay, Ranger's Way, happiness. If I click on one of these things, it's going to go, nah. Alrighty. So that's that part done. Now let's go for a spell description journal. And I guess we'll just duplicate it from the start. And open it up. Grab the code for editing. Come back over here, create a new file. Which one am I creating? I'll have a quick peek. The very first one is refuge. Now I just keep these for reference. In case I've made a mistake somewhere, then I will figure it out. I need to change that to HTML so that it knows what it's doing. That format. Okay, so these are a lot smaller. Now, the thing about these spell descriptions that are available in the freely available version of Against the Darkmaster, they don't have any weaves, but they do have, they should have, space down below ready to accept that information. So, but I don't see that. Oh, hang on, yeah. I'm going to need to figure this out. I haven't done this in a while. So what's that going to look like? So there's the weave, blah, blah, blah. What I'm talking about is what would normally go down here. And I'm going to pause, figure out where that information is, because I have copies of it where it exists. And I need to add that in, because I'm going to do that for this spell list, so that you guys know how to do it. So, I found the file I was looking for, and it just has a little bit of stuff added at the bottom for the spell description and any warps that might apply to the spell. The weave, sorry. Different terms for everything. Alright, so what I'm going to do is bring the other thing over so you can see what I'm up to. And now remember, these are interactive, so there's stuff that needs to be correctly done. So the data table needs to actually say, in fact, we need to probably replace that with refuge. It's probably the quickest way to do it. There we go. Lore refuge second is not second, it's first. Control H. First, there are only the two of them, okay. Spell refuge. That's the lower. Okay, haven't I pooched that? Okay, just a minute, I'll figure this out. Because it needs to be Ranger's Way is the lower. I'm going to sort this out, just a minute. Yep, I was right. So I need to replace this with Ranger's Way, and it needs to be equal to the one that I created earlier. So that's now that. So the lower is Ranger's Way. This is the first weave. The spell is refuge. Data range. Well, let's go find that out. So the range is 0 touch. The area of effect is 3 meter radius. The duration is 1 hour per level. Have to do all of this again. 1 hour per level, and there is save no this time, not just n. Okay. And that is all the information that gets passed to the system when you click on it. And that's what the rollable does, is it allows you to click on it. It says it's a spell, passes all that information so that it ends up being able to, well, we'll see in a minute. Spell name is refuge, we got that done. The range is 0 touch. Area of effect is, whoops, 3 meter radius. I think I'm probably going to do find and replaces in future rather than doing it twice. 1 hour per level. Save is no this time. Actually, no, it likes the N, so I think we'll leave it. Okay, now for the copy, paste. Now, I think I don't know if it's going to make a difference. No, of course it won't make any difference, because this is HTML, so it doesn't care about physical line breaks in the text, unless you have tags that make it care, like pre or something like that, or code. Otherwise, it ignores white space. All right, so the warps, we actually have 2 of them. So I need to put 1 there, because there are never more than 3, and 1 there. And if there was a 3rd one, I would put it after that break. So we will do copy, paste that in there, and then we'll copy this one and put it in there. I missed the period, I'll add that. Large allies within the area, make sure everything's spelled properly, increase the area of effect by blah blah blah. Okay, good enough. So that one's done. I will save it, copy it, and come in here, and this is the copy, so I'll be able to replace it. There we go. that. Then save. And close. Refuge. All right. So these things don't do anything, they just provide you with information. Okay, so we'll close that. And where was that lore? Ranger's Way. So now, when I click on this, oh, you miserable thing, it's looking in the compendia for it. And of course it doesn't exist in the compendia. And what's it looking for? I thought I'd solved that. Okay. So, refuge. Yeah, there are 380 of these, so find it. Refuge. So there it is. Right. Okay, I guess I need to fix that. Because what it should do, when you click on this, is send it to the chat. Let me demonstrate what it's supposed to do by bringing one of these up. It's supposed to bring that up so that you can then open up different ones and send it to the chat. And then those work the same way, all in a nice triangle. Okay, I'm going to pause. Actually, I think that's all we need to do. I just need to fix the code so that it look in... No, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to make a compendium of journals. Homebrew. Journals has to be journal entries. Create the compendium. And then I'll go find those two and... Where are you? And I'll drag them into it. So there's refuge. And how about... Oh, hang on. No, I know what went wrong. We won't do that just yet. What I will do is I'll refresh the system. Because now I'm remembering it loads all of those journals from wherever they are when the system is refreshed. So now let's try it. That was the answer. Yeah, because what it's supposed to do is it'll look on your sidebar first. And then if it can't find what it's looking for in the sidebar, then it looks in the compendium. So now, yep, that one works fine. And I can, yep, it works just the way it's supposed to. All right, I'm going to go through and make the rest of them, but that's how it's done. And do remember the refresh. Thanks for watching.